Hey everyone, thank you for being here for the SiLVERS launch. Really excited to see everybody. It's been a lot of work that has gone into it, so um, just have some appreciations for folks and some of the folks that have been involved in the project to say a few words and share their excitement for it as well. So I wanted to open it up with Shauna Watson at Northside, who's been integral in this process and at this beautiful place today. So go ahead.
Welcome, welcome. I'm Shauna. I'm the Senior Center Director here at Northside Youth and Senior Service Center, and we're just excited to offer this program to our seniors at the center. We welcome everybody. We're excited everybody took time out to come and be a part of this program or this ribbon cutting ceremony. I'd just like to acknowledge some of the staff here at Northside. We're small, but we do quite a bit. We have Leon, our executive director here. Just wave your hand. And then we have in the back our youth director who has helped out quite a bit with this. We have Dominique. And then we have Miss Kim, who's our community outreach worker. And then we have Lynn.
Where's Kim?
She waved in the back.
The redhead. The redhead. Okay.
And then we have Lynn, who's our senior site assistant. And then we have Miss Keisha, who's our grant coordinator. And then we have Daryl here on the side. He's also one of our coordinators here at the center. And so we appreciate them, and we're so thankful that Fourth Mobility has allowed for us to bring this type of program here to North City. It's good for us to be able to introduce the rest of the city to different things instead of us learning about it from somewhere else. So it's good to have this starting here in North City. We do have the restrooms. If anyone needs to use the restroom, we will have anyone in the North Side shirts that can escort you to that. Lunches will be provided after the ribbon cutting. Um, and again, we just thank everyone for coming out and make sure that we're following all the safety precautions that's mandated to prevent the spread of COVID. And that's all I have. But we appreciate you all coming, and we thank Fourth Mobility for allowing Northside to bring this program to North City. Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, Shauna. Yeah, thanks everybody for being here. Yeah, I'm with Fourth Mobility. We've been the project managers on this program going back nearly 2 years now when we wrote the original grant to the Department of Energy. And that was based off of some work we did in St. Louis through the American Climate Cities Challenge. Fourth is based out of Portland, but we do projects around the U.S. So we got introduced to St. Louis and some great folks here like Maurice Moya over there. Been a huge part of this project, and Annalisa as well. Um, it's been really helpful in getting this started. So going back 2 years, it's been a long process. About a year when finally started to get the folks out here to install the infrastructure. Had some hurdles, but now we're here today and getting ready to kick it off. And as Shauna said, it's really exciting to have Northside be a representative in electric vehicles. We know that they're coming. GM has had some major announcements with their electrification, and we do have somebody from GM here as well, Jessica, that will say a few words in a couple of minutes. But really, I just want to thank you. I'm not from St. Louis. This is my first time actually here, so I've been managing this from far away, and it's been really awesome to just get to know every one of you and help introduce the benefits of electric vehicles for all communities and make sure nobody gets left behind in the EV revolution. We can all experience the benefits of cleaner and more efficient vehicles. So gratitude expressed to everybody, and I want to call out a few folks. Called out Annalisa at Slay already, Maurice. Also want to shout out Jennifer over at City Seniors. We're doing this project at two locations, City Seniors over in the south side and then right here at north side. So 2 vehicles down there and 3 over here. Shauna, of course. Ken and the Amarin team has been really great. And then we've had some great work with our contractor, Saks Electric, to get this install. Had some hurdles, working through it. GM is also a supporter financially on this project, and we have Chevy vehicles as part of it. And then also thank you to the Alderwomen for being here and supporting it, Alderwomen Ward and Evans. So shout out to you guys as well. So I'm going to hand it over to Annalisa to say a few words.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for having us here today. Thank you, Northside, for putting this on. I know a lot of work goes into these events, and we really appreciate it. It's just nice to be out in a community setting again. It's been a while with COVID. And I wanted to start off just by saying a thank you to all of the senior centers. I see that we have City Seniors, we have 5 Star, we have Wesley House. So we have centers across the city that are represented here today. And even when other sites, other organizations closed during COVID, we not only did not close, but we increased services because all of a sudden there were additional people that were socially isolated in need of services. And transportation is one of the most important services. Across the country, it's usually the top requested service. Last fiscal year alone, we provided 258,921 rides to 1,708 unduplicated people across the city. So that is due to the hard work of the senior centers. You know, it's one thing to come up with an idea, to be downtown, kind of thinking, oh, what would be good for the community? But it's a whole nother thing to be the community organization that actually makes it happen. So thank you so much for having us here today, and I will hand things off to the next speaker, who is Jessica James with GM.
One quick addendum. I have one more thing to mention.
Just my apologies. I named all the staff here, but everyone else was standing, so I was able to look. But my assistant senior center director here, Miss Jerry Kibbe Williams, I'm sorry. There she is. I wanted to correct that.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica James and I'm the Program Officer for GM's newly established Climate Equity Fund. And on behalf of General Motors, congratulations to everyone who had a role in bringing this project to life today. We recently announced the Climate Equity Fund as a new focus area within our corporate giving efforts. And through this fund, we're prioritizing funding programs that help community-based organizations build a diverse pipeline of talent for clean energy jobs, increase access to sustainable transportation, and help communities mitigate the effects of climate change, adapt, and build resilience. And one of the key tenets of this strategy is that access to electrification must go beyond vehicle ownership. It must include access to EV rideshare services, incentives for used EVs, and thoughtfulness about how communities can benefit from other electric mobility solutions like rail, flight, and even sea applications. Because it's on us to help ensure that the transition to electric vehicles and zero emissions doesn't leave anyone behind. And SiLVERS is a great example of bringing everybody in. Thank you to Fourth Mobility for the opportunity to help fund this program, and thank you to Northside Youth and Senior Service Center for hosting us today. I'll now turn it over to Kevin Bailey from the Mayor's Office. Thank you all.
Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Bailey, liaison to the Board of Aldermen, and I'm representing Mayor Tashara O. Jones. Mayor Jones wishes she could be here today, but she's currently meeting with the U.S. Conference on Mayors. Today, the city is so excited to launch the SiLVERS program as a part of St. Louis's commitment to taking bold action on climate. This program is implemented by advocacy group Fourth, serves historically underserved communities within cutting-edge technology to offset fossil fuel-powered trips, furthering the city's sustainability goals. SiLVERS will help connect seniors to resources that they rely on in a sustainable way. Using electric vehicles will help reduce emissions and improve the vehicle and the health of our overall city. Mayor Jones is thankful for the work so many individuals and groups did to get this program up and running. Alderwoman Heather Navarro was instrumental in pushing the electric vehicle charging ordinance across the finish line, as well as other critical environmental legislative concerns. We appreciate the work also of Alderwoman Dwindlin Evans and Alderwoman Pamela Boyd in getting this program started. The city's Office of Sustainability is in partnership with Bloomberg Philanthropies American Cities Climate Challenge led the way for this initiative. We appreciate the partnership of 4th, Northside Youth and Senior Service Center and City Seniors Incorporated to pilot this program. We look forward to working together in the future on climate to reaffirm our commitment to a healthier city and a brighter future. Thank you all. I would now like to introduce you all to Mr. Ken Patrick from Ameren.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
As Kevin mentioned, I'm Ken Patrick, Senior Manager, Electrification Policy and Innovation at Ameren. Ameren is very happy to be a part of the SiLVERS project. The SiLVERS project aligns with Ameren's vision, which is leading the way to a sustainable energy future. When we think about sustainability, we define it as meeting the needs of today without compromising the needs of the future. And that aligns very well with SiLVERS. When we think about sustainability, we normally categorize it into 3 categories: environmental, social, and governance. From an environmental standpoint, transportation accounts for 1/3 of all greenhouse gas emissions. So transportation electrification is a method of addressing that environmental issue. Second category, social. That's about the people. That's about us. That's about the community. So when you heard some of the other speakers speak about leaving no one behind, that's what the social is about. So we're very happy to be supporting the social portion as well. The last category, governance, is having the right programs, the right policies in place. Ameren is, I'm very excited that Ameren has incentives and policies that will enable infrastructure for electrification. As I'm looking back at the charging stations that we have in place now, you know, it's very, very excited that we have this in place and looking forward to teaming for future opportunities. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Ken. And I want to open it up to if the alderwomen would like to say any words. No pressure, but
Good afternoon. I really don't need this mic, but I'm going to use it. I'm glad to see so many people out here for this occasion, this momentous occasion. Electric cars. Who'd have thunk? Well, I would like to have an electric car, but we'll see how it services the seniors and the youth with these vehicles. I'm just elated that this kicked off in my ward, and I look forward to more sustainable energy things happening here, because that's the future, and we welcome it. I'm not a big talker, so I'm going to pass it on to Alderperson Boyd.
Don't believe that. Yes, she is a talker. Do not believe that. But I just wanted to say, how many people, the seniors probably can relate. The youngsters, y'all don't have a clue. How many people remember the Jetsons? We never thought we would be in that time frame, did we? Well, here we come. We're on our way. So I want to thank Alderwoman Heather Navarro I don't think people know the talent that she has in educating people in regards to environmental issues. And she has been very supportive of me. And I was just a lady that started a block unit years ago, and my concern was dumping. And I just kept saying, it's got to be environmental. It's got to affect us in some kind of way. So when I started asking, at that time it was Melba Moore, the stats on cancer, on asthma in our communities with all this dumping, and ours were higher. And so I said, I know it's environmental. And she said, you're right, it is environmental. So God blessed me and connected me with Heather Navarro. And she started talking to me about it, but she went beyond my thoughts. I mean, I was just thinking dumping. Heather went to the heat, and she went to the air and the cars, and I was like, oh my God. And she said, well, you need to talk to this young man here to talk to Maurice. And I said, well, who is Maurice? He is the expert on environmental. So him and I built a great relationship. So I want to thank everybody that played a role in this. Ameren has always been a great partner in our communities. And so I'm honored that they're here, and I'm honored that GM took the stand and said, we're going to support this project because this is our future. So just always remember, when these things start coming up, just think of the Jetsons. And you all know we're almost there. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Alderwoman Boyd is much too kind. She was very generous to listen to me go on and on about a variety of environmental issues. Most people, their eyes glaze over and they just say, yeah, yeah, but she's been a wonderful partner, as many of the folks here today have been. And I think today's project is just another example of how St. Louis is prepared for climate change. Climate change is here, and we need to be a resilient city, not just to serve the people who are here today, but our children and our grandchildren. And the more that we can show the world that we are that resilient city, that this is the place where you want to live in 25, 50 years, because we have the water, we have the clean vehicles, we've got renewable energy. I mean, all of these are pieces to a sustainable, resilient future for St. Louis. And it's so important that all of this technology, all of this clean energy is available to everyone in our community. We are faced with a significant climate justice issue as we go into climate change. You know, whether we're talking about heat, whether we're talking about access to renewable energy, we are going to see a greater divide with the haves and the have-nots if we don't continue to push for programs like this. So thank you to everyone here from the Fourth Foundation, Maurice, the Alderwoman Boyd, Alderwoman Evans, and all the other people who have helped out. Annalisa was wonderful, the hearings that we had on this bill. I also just want to recognize that Representative Kimberly Ann Collins is here with us today, and she's also been a wonderful supporter of all of these initiatives. So thank you to everyone, and especially to the drivers of these vehicles. I can't wait to see how these perform. Hopefully maybe one day I can sit shotgun. So thank you to everyone. Congratulations.
So thank you, and appreciate the shout out for State Representative Kimberly Collins is also here, and then also shout out to we have a representative from the Office of Corey Bush here as well. So thank you for being here. It's great to see the support at not just the local community level, but the state and federal as well. So that's it for the formal remarks section. So now the exciting picture part would be cutting the ribbon over there, seeing the beautiful charging stations in the ground. So I want to invite everyone to relocate over there. We can go through this gate over there, line up for that, and then feel free to check out the cars, and then after that, please help yourself to food and refreshments.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.